So what you just saw there is a pretty interesting build that I came up with. So first off, we're on Prizzy Titan. We're using T-Crash, Shiver Strike, and Thermite Grenade for our abilities. Knockout and Diamond Lance, they don't really matter because I couldn't really figure out a aspect to work with this. But Knockout's a pretty good melee survivability build anyway, or survivability aspect, and Diamond Lance is just good all around. Our fragments are Courage for extra damage on light abilities against darkness debuffed enemies, which goes for T-Crash. Awakening doesn't matter. Dawn for Radiant on powered melee hits after the Shiver Strike. Protection just for survivability, and Blessing also for melee. Doesn't really matter. You can put something else on. I don't know what you could put on. Maybe Ruin for the shatter damage. We're using Anarchy as our exotic, and our artifact. These first three don't matter. Retinal Burn. Rapid arc weapon precision hits consume an armor charge to trigger a blinding burst at the target's location, which goes with arc compounding, which arc sources deal increased damage to blind targets. We then got weakened clear. While using a grenade launcher, damaging a boss, damaging a champion, or breaking a combatant shield reloads your stowed weapons and weakens the combatant. And then we got kinetic impacts, which is sustained damage with a grenade launcher, increases the reload speed of grenade launchers, and triggers a kinetic shockwave. This works with unstops too. Now, the main thing that you saw me using was Found Verdict, which I found out has double damage perks. It has Aggregate Charge in the third slot, which is a 33% damage buff when 3 debuffs are applied to an enemy, enhanced. And then Trench Barrel is a 50% damage buff when you hit a successful melee, which count for powered melees, which is why we're using Shiver Strike and the Radiant Melee. The Radiant Melee is an extra 10% damage, and the Weaken from Anarchy is an extra, I think, 15. And these are multiplicative, so that means if you were to multiply them up, you'd get close to around plus 260% damage on Found Verdict alone. Our artifact is Eternal Warrior and Star Eater. I forgot to mention the Eternal Warrior bit. The Eternal Warrior is a 25% damage buff on weapons matching your super's element after your super is over, which is why we're using T-Crash on Prizzy. And then Star Eater is a 70% damage buff to T-Crash when we get 6 orbs of power. So let's see the build in action. So real quick, I gotta grab some orbs for armor charges and Feast of Light, which we need to grab 6. Okay. Then we're gonna pop 3 Anarchy shots, 2 on the boss, 1 on the ground. Like this, and then do that. Pop Prizzy. No, not yet. Don't pop Prizzy yet. Just shoot your shotgun 3 times. Pop Prizzy then to get your melee back. Get your melee. And keep on going with Found Verdict. When Anarchy runs out, do it again. Hit him again. And then pop 3 shots. And then hit him again. Make sure you use as many of your abilities as possible during Prizzy to get the regen as high as possible. Reload Anarchy. And then once again, pop as many abilities as possible. Keep on shooting them. Reload Anarchy, not Anarchy, Conquerors have 3 shots in the mag. And then melee again. And there you go. We got 63k, which is not the greatest, but it's definitely a fun build for close range. I am on alternate difficulty in the firing range too, so this would be way better than normal. Probably, I could even guess how much damage it would do. But yeah, that's just a little build that I thought I'd like to share.